Okay, welcome back to the Propex24 SaxoPRO demo, and what we're going to have a look at now is to rearrange the screen. So we've logged into the demo and we're presented with this screen or layout, and what we're going to do now is we are going to change this. First thing we're going to look at is the watch list. Now this comes with a range of watch lists, and you can see a few of them there in the demo. What we want to do is actually create our own new watch list, which we'll do in 1 second or a couple of seconds. And on this main window, it has already added a couple of standard watch lists already. So you've got Stocks Australia, so that's all the ASX stocks. You've got CFDs in the US, you've got CFDs in Australia. Now these are all the, this page here is all the stock CFDs or equity CFDs. And so for example, you've got Macquarie Group there. Now these CFDs are DMA CFDs, are not market-made CFDs. That is a very, very important distinction, direct market access. So if you were looking at, say, for example, Macquarie, and you'd see the price at whatever price it was, or Crown's probably a good example here, 1 cent difference. You'd also see the size, and that would be exactly the same as what would be represented on the stock price. So that's DMA. You've got FX top 10, all the spot FX prices. You've got a time and sales window here, and you've got a few others as well, like a depth trader. But for us, we are going to start just down the side here with creating our own watch list. And all we do is we click on that little down arrow, create new list, and I'm going to call it Craigslist. And create that. You can also change the format as well. You can have it in a table type format. But for us, we're just going to have the normal list type format. So we'll add in the SPY. Now I happen to know what the code of the SPY is, APZ9. So I'm going to type that in. It comes up, and I just click on it and it adds it in. I can also, if I wanted to, I could type in SPY, and it would give me a whole range of options, but there is a SPY there, and so that's, in other words, the search engine is fairly intuitive. And let's say that I wanted to type in the mini S&P, so I could go E-mini, and all the various combinations come up there. I'll just choose the mini S&P December. Let's say I also wanted the AUD USD. Now I've typed in AUD USD. The CFD comes up, as does the futures. So for us, I'm going to choose the futures, and let's also put in the CFD as well. So, sorry, AUD USD. And let's show more. So I can either get the CFD or I can get the spot FX. So just for the exercise, I'm going to get the CFD. BHP. Now I'm presented with BHP for the stock, which is there, and also for the CFD. But for this example, I'm going to grab the stock, and I'll type it in again, and I'll grab the CFD. Okay, and again, you can see that just in this example, even though the market shut now, the price on the stock is the same as the CFD. Okay, so now we're going to look at just rearranging the screen. So we've got two charts here. What we're going to do is we're going to just make that one chart. Now the way to do that is all these windows are all docked, and you can undock them by clicking on the grey bar and dragging. Then you release your mouse, and then you'll have a normal window, and you just close it. So, and that's now gone. You can always get it back again. I'll show you how to do that, but for this instance we don't want that extra chart in there. The account summary is sitting down the bottom here, taking up a bit of screen space. You don't really need that in front of you because you actually have an account tab excuse me, up the top here, which will have all your various how much you've made and all various details about that, and historic reports that you can generate. So we really don't need that there, so let's just grab that and get rid of that. And then what we'll do is we'll just make this chart a little bit bigger and move this down here and across. Next thing we'll have a quick look at is the columns that are available in the watch list. Now you can see that this comes up with a bid and the offer, the net change, percent difference, price update. As you can see, the lightning bolt would indicate that it's real-time prices. This is the demo. It's all 10-minute delayed, so hence we've got the grey clock in everything, but got the lightning bolt in the CFD because that's live. The market is open in all these various things as per the green light, and you got the high and the low there as well. Now you can add and subtract a whole range of different columns. You just click on that arrow that I clicked before, and then if you right click on a column and I want to remove or change that column, it will then give me all these various other things that I can choose to put in. So just to say I choose currency, and I can move that around. Okay, so very, very simple. And again, right click to remove that column. I'll go into more detail about linking in another video, but if I right click on these three bars, there is a link module, and you can choose whatever color you want, but I've chosen blue. And effectively what that does is it links all these screens to whatever it is I click on in my watch list. So if I'm going to click, so at the moment, as you can see, it came up with default of Euro USD. If I click on the SPY, that'll change this to the SPY. And up on this window up here, there's another set of charts which I've just sort of put together, and as you can see, they're all linked. So I've got a 1 hour, a 1 day, and a 1 week SPY chart. And if I right click on those three bars, click link, click blue, I'll end up with another SPY chart, which I'm now going to change to 5 minutes. And so now when I go back to trading, click on say the mini S&P, this all changes, and so does all these charts: 5 minute, 1 hour, 1 day, 1 week charts. Next thing is menu, which again I'll go into more detail, but basically if there's anything you want that you can't see, go to menu and have a look around and you'll probably find it. Lastly, if you're happy with your layout, you can then save it so that when you log in next time it's exactly the same. So you go to settings, you go to platform, which is there. I'm going to go save as, I'm just going to call it Craig. Save, which I've done. Close that. And what that means is that if let's just say I mucked that up there and I close that. If I go back to the settings and I go open, I click on Craig, up she comes again. So in other words, if you get it right, save it, and if you end up mucking it up or somehow mucking it up, you'll be able to get it back again as long as you've saved it. And so next video will be on order placement and a few extras on moving the screen around and things like that.